girl Jay, the High Priestess, back at it again with the blind side over here, where we explore the dark side of the new moon. New moons used to be called dark moons because the light of the moon is blocked out by the sun, and it's therefore the moon is therefore at its weakest. And so over here, we like to look at that little shadowy aspect and really like peel back so that we're not getting blindsided unnecessarily. So hydrate, light it if you got it. I'm ready to get into it. I've got all this orange. Trying to tap into the solar plexus energy. Sacral, energy. Because I feel like it's from the sacral. It's from this place of feeling that we make shit happen. And Sagittarius energy is all about making shit happen, moving forward, the adventure, the romance, all of it. Patreon already gets everything first. You already know. Patreon.com/JustJEverything. For free shit, check out my Instasham at JustJ_everything. TikTok, at JustJEverything. And for other dope shit that I do, my website, JustJEverything.com. So this new moon is happening today, 12/12/23. It's happening at 4:32 p.m. Mountain Time, 6:32 p.m. Eastern Time, and it's happening at 20 degrees Sagittarius. Now, 12 in Tarot, that's the end of the trap. 12 is the hangman. There's this like subconscious stuckness, this delay, this halt, this holding pattern. Ooh, and as I saw 212. 12 is the loop. And we've broken out of the loop already. We've broken out. We're free. But not everybody is. And I feel like with this 12/12 portal that, is going around, I feel like it makes sense. 12 is stuck. 12 is suspension. And Sagittarius is freedom. So what do we got to do to get free? Get free. Anyway, all right. So, because the thing is like Sagittarian energy, when it's at its brightest, its lightest expression, it can be very lively and carefree and fun and adventurous, and they're, doing what they can to get cultured. They exude a certain kind of freedom. And when they're at their darkest, it can be really blunt. It can be really confined. It can be mean. It can be messy. It can be very judgmental. And I just feel like it's really important for us to be able to call out the differences in ourselves, to be able to self-assess, to be able to call yourself out when you're being careless versus carefree, I'm going to get into the handy dandy. I'm going to hit you with the Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale. And here, nice, I went right to it, right to Sagittarius, and we're doing 20 degrees Sagittarius. So, like I said, get into it, hydrate, light it if you got it. As we explore Elias Lonsdale's description of the 20th degree of Sagittarius, he describes it as the changing of water into wine. The accustomed round of events is a setup. The 12, the zodiac, the 12 signs. The accustomed round of events is a setup and is a springboard into what we hope to find when we search and strive. The basic circle of common experience is the indispensable container for miracles to be born. The ongoing continuum of life takes through itself the ongoing continuum of life, takes through itself the innovative and the visionary, and offers the arena for, sorry, that sentence doesn't make sense to me. The ongoing continuum of life takes through itself the innovative and the visionary, and offers the arena for the action to reach across to everybody. The ordinary is ecstatic with promise, fertile with worlds beyond, and almost all of it makes itself felt gently and intrinsically, enhancing all budding possibilities and prophetic of a new earth to be inhabited every day in a full sense embrace is ravishingly part of the mix. Why did that all feel so foreign to me? I know all of those words, but they didn't go together in my head. The ongoing continuum of life takes through itself the innovative and the visionary, and offers the arena for the action to reach across to everyone. The ordinary is ecstatic with promise, fertile with worlds beyond, and almost all of it makes itself felt gently and intrinsically, enhancing all budding possibilities and prophetic of a new earth to be inhabited every day in full sense embrace is ravishingly part of the mix. Enhancing all budding possibilities. So I feel like you've done some stuff. You've brought some new possibilities into your life, and the divine is actually like expanding it. Jupiter, Sagittarius. Hello. That's what Jupiter does, is expand. And Sagittarius energy is like the housing for that expansion process. And so that's the first time that I don't know. That felt some type of way to me. You can go ahead and read that online if you want to like dive into it your own. Just Google Inside Degrees by Elias Lonsdale, and you can select each degree from each sign. So you'll be able to do that on your own and go back and read. But I just want to get into it. So hydrate, light it if you got it, as we create a safe space for my benevolent ancestors, Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth. Thanking you for the most useful, helpful, and divinely aligned messages for this Sagittarius new moon, this dark moon in Sagittarius. I feel like this has just a lot to do with freedom and your particular brand of freedom. And I feel like everybody's going to be saying this and talking about it, but I just want to tap into the underbelly. What aren't we seeing clearly right now? What's present in our lives that we aren't seeing clearly? Seven of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like what we're not seeing clearly is that like the divine's already doing its thing. I feel like you've already done your part. You've already done a lot of your part. You've planted the seeds. You've watered them. You've pruned the bushes. You are doing your best to take care of it's like you're doing your best to take care of the things that you already initiated and set forth. I feel like what you're not seeing clearly is the mastery that the divine is bringing into you. Why is my hair driving me crazy? I feel like I keep touching it. It feels very Leo energy, which that makes sense. King of Wands is Sun in Leo. But goodness gracious. So I feel like what we're not seeing clearly are the gifts that are being bestowed upon us. I feel like we're not seeing clearly the fact that the fruit of our labor is showing. I feel like there is some financial manifestation that's coming through, some financial prosperity that is materializing. There is some sort of new like chapter of mastery. I feel like you're done doing things the old way. The divine's giving you this, or is giving us this access to this fiery energy that's going to put us in the position to be generous, to receive more, and actually to start trusting the divine way more than we already do. I feel like what we're not seeing clearly is that the divine's already set things in plans, in place. Excuse me. Things are already been set in motion, and resources are already being provided. You just don't see the end game. You don't see where this is leading you. You don't see the work that, you don't see that this is moving you, propelling you forward in some sort of way. You may be feeling like really caught up in like the mundane, stuck in just like, oh, this is what we do, the routine, and this is how we do it, and we do it every day at this time, and it's done this way. You just may be stuck in the like rigmarole of the mundane in some sort of way. And I feel like what you're not realizing is the divine is giving you a brand new chapter, a new gift. This could be new property, new land, an influx of physical, spiritual, sexual energy, an influx of feeling good, an influx of money, resources, prosperity. There is some kind of a gift that's coming in that you don't realize is a gift. It may be somebody with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn placements, or Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that's been, it feels, I want to say thrusted. I feel like someone or something has been kind of like thrusted into your life, and it's just like, okay, like this is what we're doing now. This is what's happening now. And I feel like what we're not seeing clearly are our resources, our prosperity, our abundance, just how good we have it, just how good things are about to get. So it feels really clear not to micromanage. It feels really clear not to, it feels important to remember what's in your lane of control. All we can control is what we voluntarily put into our bodies, whether we react or respond, and what we do about our intentions. And I feel like you have gotten the inclination, or you've gotten the resources, or you've gotten the tools that you need to start acting on like what you intend on creating. Now it's just a matter of like allowing yourself to be consistent, masterful, and understanding that the payoff is just a byproduct of the work. So it's not a matter of like, I'm doing all this work and when is it going to come in, and is it ever going to come in? It's just like a matter of like, chill, trust, get in that Sagittarian, like carefree vibe where you start to understand like time is fucking fake anyway. Our observation of time is not real, or is not true. The way we observe time is not how time actually flows or how it actually is. And so I feel like you're being given a gift of time, of resources, of money, of the things that you need so that you can move. Ooh, I forgot. I forgot I shuffled. But all right. Yeah, going from the Knight of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like there's this brand new chapter with stability that's coming in, a brand new source of stability. I feel like what's going on right now, of course, is preparing us for Capricorn season. But what we're not seeing clearly is the prosperity that's on its way, the stability that's on its way. For some of you, the really stand up kind of partner that's on its way, or is, some kind of new budding romance in your life. The King of Wands is like husband material. That's somebody's man, and let's say for those of you who are already in a long-term relationship or a marriage, I feel like you guys are moving towards having healthier expressions of independence, but also having, it's almost like you're building this like impenetrable unit. You guys are building something much stronger. Those of you who are in like these long-term relationships, those of you who already found who feel like you already found your jumbo, put the work in. Don't get lazy with it. I feel like those of you who are in marriages or long-term relationships, something's coming up this week where it's just like invest in play, invest in spontaneity, invest in chill, invest in fun, invest in whatever it is that's going to like bring you guys closer together. So my next question is, how can we get more free? Mother God, Father God, Mother Earth, how do you want us to get more free? What can we do? What activities need to happen to get us more free? Surrender. This is interesting. The Eight of Wands is just about time. This is about like really allowing yourself to stop going against the grain of time. Stop telling the divine your plans and ask the divine their plans for you. Really stop with this whole like, I got it, everything, I'm doing it on my own, blah, 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 blah. You are a spirit having a human experience. Calm the fuck down. You do not run shit. I love you, but it needs to be said that way. And that's how this feels. How we can get more free is understanding that we got to surrender anyway. We're not in control anyway. Exactly. How we get more free is allowing ourselves to get more receptive, allowing ourselves to get in motion, allowing ourselves to be opposed, allowing ourselves to oppose, allowing ourselves to revolt and to stand up and to fight and to lean into our passion. Let this new cycle of physical, spiritual, and sexual energy take you where it's supposed to be. I feel like riding the wings of like love, riding the wings of life, allowing yourself to be really wholeheartedly trustful with the God of your understanding while you're being taken on this road to this next chapter. So what's restricting us? What's restricting our freedom? Oh, wow. That was way too much. So yes, there are restrictions. For some of you, it's the way that you're isolating yourself. For some of you, what's restricting you is your friends, the company that you keep, you hanging around people who are really pessimistic or negative, or people who don't support your beliefs. I feel like what could be keeping you from how you can get more free is or what's restricting you, excuse me, maybe alcohol, drinking too much, smoking too much, isolating yourself, trying to, also being power hungry. You being power hungry or being around power hungry people is really keeping you from, is really restricting you. And for the rest of us, I feel like what's restricting you is your self-worth. Your self-image dictates your entire life. Whether you think you can or think you can't, you are correct. And it feels really important to understand. Some of you also, it's like your father is holding you back, or like the things that your father said about you, or the things that your father, like the precedents that your father has created for the family. This could be anger holding you back. What's restricting you could be rage, could be anger, could be a boss, could be an authority figure, could be a job. So how do we break this? How do we break the restriction? These restrictions that are on us, how do we free ourselves? What's free? Shout out to Meek Mill. How do we break this restriction that's on us? Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles reversed. I feel like opt out of the game. Stop trying to juggle so much. This could be multiple streams of income that, like you trying to set up or coordinate multiple streams of income is creating some kind of restriction. You trying to people please, you trying to have two masters, you trying to be of the world but not in it, you trying to, I feel like put all this effort down. How to break the restriction is by like acknowledging that you got, how do I word this? It's like, how to break, bear with me. You've been told in your life that in order to succeed, you have to have a certain amount of things that you're juggling, or you have to have a certain amount of inertia built up or momentum built up. And I feel like how to break it is to like break out of this whole mindset, this whole like kind of capitalistic mindset to begin with, that you're not doing it right if you're not doing 3 things at once. You're not doing it right if you're not multitasking. And it's just like multitasking just means you're doing multiple things poorly. At this point, that's what science tells us. And so I feel like stop trying to more is not better. Bigger is not better. How we get more free is by way of starting to trust the divine more. The divine is the one. Let the divine juggle it. You stop trying to juggle it. You stop trying to use your reasoning mind to like make all these things happen. Put the balls down. Stop trying to juggle it. Stop trying to be the one that makes it happen when it's not your decision or your move anyway. You know, and that's what I feel like the big thing here is the divine is like, you keep doing all of this stuff. You keep putting all of this work into keeping this thing going, and you're missing the memos. You're missing my signals. You're missing my messages. And my messages are like, hey, I don't need you juggling all of this stuff. I need you chill. I need you peaceful. I need you receptive to my energy. The divine needs us in a place of being able to hear, being able to see, being able to act. But how can we do that if we keep like distracting ourselves with more stuff, more work, more all these ideas, how to get rich quick, how to get this, how to have that, how to do that. And it's just like, can you just live? Can you just enjoy the fact that you just inhaled? You know, can you allow yourself to put down all the balls that you're trying to juggle before you wreck yourself? Let the divine check you before you wreck you. So how does Spirit want us to expand ourselves? How do we want to expand ourselves? Like what is the part you want us to do? Slow down. Slow down and really try to figure out what it is, like where is it that you're harnessing your energy into? Because the Chariot is about like harnessing energy, like we making this shit go, you know what I mean? So there is something about the Chariot reverse. I just feel like pull back, slow down, observe. Slow and steady wins the race. Sorry guys, I'm still sick. And understanding that slow and steady wins the race. Well, and understanding that there is no timeline. Like, what race are you running? What race are we running? We're all stuck in like the capitalist bullshit. Which is why we're, you know, everybody's like tired and recovering from the fact that, you know, like, I don't want to say that out loud, actually. Never mind. There's all this like fear and dis-ease and disease everywhere. And it just feels like, of course there is. We're just going so fast. And it's interesting that this is coming up in Sagittarius season. Sagittarius is like, take off, go. And be reckless, be ruthless with it, you know, like, and that's just not the message. That's just not the vibe that I'm getting right now with this blind side, the new moon in Sagittarius. I feel like the divine wants us to understand that we aren't in control. All you need to do is be focusing on the balancing of your light and dark, the integration of your light and dark aspects of yourself. Look at your flaws, look at the things that you dislike about yourself, unpack that stuff, uproot that stuff, bring it to light. Balance it so we can get this anxiety and depression outside of our bodies. Exactly. The divine wants us to expand ourselves by way of slowing down. I feel like slowing down so that when spirit does work, we know the source of it. It's very clear of like, oh, this was outside. This wasn't me. I didn't do this. The divine did this. You know, God showed up and really stepped up in some sort of way. And I feel like when the faster that we go, the harder that we have realizing who's doing what, where the powers that be actually come from in our lives. So how does spirit, so spirit wants us to expand ourselves by slowing down, but how does spirit want to expand us? How will spirit expand us? How will the divine come in and bring in this expansion? The divine is coming in and will expand your life by way of reconnecting you to your like cardinal fire, reconnecting you to yourself. I feel like the divine is going to expand you by way of initiating a new relationship with yourself. Something is happening, a slowdown is happening, and you're going to be forced to really build a new relationship with yourself and then therefore a new relationship with someone else. The divine is bringing in, these are the fucking jumbos. These are, it's like this jumbo. And okay, for those of you who are new, who don't know what I'm talking about when I say jumbo, JustJEverything, the new satellite, recently photographed the Orion Nebula, and there were 80 Jupiter-sized objects floating around, orbiting together in the Orion Nebula. Just chilling. They're not stars, they're not planets. We don't know what the fuck they are, but they're operating in pairs. And they're the size of Jupiter, which is the largest. Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. And so for them to, so this is big love, big connections, big like unions. The divine's going to be really expanding us by way of initiating new relationships with ourselves, bringing in new passions, new projects, new people, new awareness. There may be somebody with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo placements coming in. I feel like the divine's bringing in lovers, bringing up and rising up the lover out of you. Sagittarius energy is hella romantic. They got that down. When I was little, I used to always say that I wanted to marry a Sagittarius because it's just like the most romantic, not the most, I won't say that, but they have the like fun loving romantic, like, fuck it, let's go and do, you know, like they have that thing down. But the divine is expanding us by bringing us together. The divine is expanding you by way of giving you access to intimacy, giving you access to commitment, giving you access to something that you will feel in love with, in awe of. Okay. So for those of you who are already in a relationship, though, I do feel like there's a new take on old love. You start really focusing on your own, like your portion. You really taking care of yourself. You loving yourself, having fun with yourself, and then all of a sudden that really starts to translate into your relationship for those of you who are married or in a long-term relationship. All right, so what don't we see coming? With it being the blind side, what don't we see coming? There may be a bit of unrest, restlessness, feeling unstable in the mind. I feel like this is that Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. What you don't see coming, there may be somebody with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius placements that does not motherfucking play, or has like anger issues, or issues with like drive or motivation. I feel like what you don't see coming is this removal from an old mental foundation. The things that used to stress you out, the things that used to like really set you off. I feel like there's just a maturation that's coming. Please continue with that. What don't we see coming? There may be somebody who's kind of mad at you, or I don't know why this feels like someone's ex-girlfriend or ex-partner or something of that nature. There could be just like drama that's going on in like your love life, or drama that's going on in your friend circle. Damn, the Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, and then the Four of Cups. Yeah, what you don't see coming is there may be like, we're going in different directions, or different aspects of yourself you're going to start to notice are going in different directions. Your spirit's going one way, your creativity is going one way, but your body is in the same space. There could just be something here about you wanting to be really like carefree and like fuck it and YOLO and do it and I just want to go for it mode. But I feel like your spirit's telling you to do something, your feelings are telling you to do something, but your mind is really fearful. With the Four of Swords reversed, please clarify the Four of Swords reversed when it comes to what we don't see coming. There could be people around you like trying to discourage you, from like taking the leap of faith that you need to take. I also feel like the foundations of your beliefs are changing. With the Four of with the Four of Swords reversed, some of you may be in this place where you really had these foundational beliefs that were counterproductive to actually where you were going in life. And yeah, I feel like somebody is coming in and is completely changing your mind, changing your mindset. They probably have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius placements. I feel like you've been telling yourself you're going to be alone. You've been telling yourself this is the way, this is as good as it gets. This is just, this is stability. This is my life. And I feel like the divine is really coming in and deaden all that disbelief. There's a brand new chapter in the realm of the mind, brand new chapter in regards to fulfillment that is on the other side of this really important independence that you've been having a hard time seeing in yourself. I think you've been having Spirit just checked me. It was like, oh, like how you be talking about how you're an adventurous person and you just go, everywhere and all over the place and you just do what you want to do when you want to do it. Do you? That's how, like, I feel like Spirit is like, what are the things that you always say about yourself? Are you really like that? Are you really like that anymore? Is that the standard you're still setting? I feel like there are some very powerful conversations coming in with some really powerful people that are going to completely like reshape what you thought about thoughts. Like I feel like someone's coming in to really expand your mindset, on technology, on business, on how to like communicate more efficiently, how to communicate with yourself more efficiently, how to communicate with this air sign more efficiently, how to communicate with God more efficiently. Please clarify the Queen of Wands reverse. The Queen of Wands can be drama. So I feel like what you don't see coming, there may be someone who's like kind of bringing you the smoke, or someone who is being dramatic, or someone who's kind of like looking at you. They may be looking at you from afar though. This could be I also feel like there's something here with like, are you going for the gold? Are you shooting your shot? Are you holding yourself back from moving forward in the way that you want to? It's really important to merge your passions with your practicality in order to move forward. And I just feel like anger, rage, being hard-headed isn't going to get you there. Being blunt, being careless with people's emotions. What we don't see coming is there may be people in our lives that like we tolerated their bullshit for a real long time or let them behave a certain way. And now it's just not cute anymore. It's just like, I don't want to be associated with that kind of behavior anymore. I don't want to be around this kind of drama anymore. I don't want to feel this way anymore. You're stressing me the fuck out. So I'm going to not be a groupie and keep it motherfucking moving. And it may be somebody, there could just be people around you that have anger issues, or you have anger issues that are coming up and are being revealed to yourself. I think a lot of us think that we're calm, cool, and collected, and then like in the heat of the moment, like you may surprise yourself. So lastly, with it being Sagittarius season, ooh, the Hangman, we're getting unstuck. This 12-12 portal that we're going through right now today as I'm talking, we're breaking through the stagnation. We're breaking through the delays. We're breaking through the stuckness. And so I want to ask, where do we aim our arrow? Sagittarius is the archer. There is something about pulling back and aiming higher. And where do we need to be aiming our arrow? I mean, it's going to be different for everybody. Eat the meat, leave the bones. Take what resonates. This is a general reading. Ooh, Jesus. We need to aim our arrow towards the unconventional, towards breaking tradition, outdated traditions, definitely. Aim our arrow towards non-traditional ways of educating ourselves. Aiming our arrow towards having this non-traditional kind of experience with a Taurus, Libra, Sagittarius, or Pisces. I said Virgo, so maybe Virgo's in there too for some of you. Please clarify the Hierophant reverse. I just feel like breaking out of the group, non-conforming, not doing the same, like you weren't built to have this cookie cutter life. Not all of us were meant to do the same thing in the same way. And that 10 of Cups keeps coming up. To clarify the Hierophant reversed, we have the 10 of Wands, Judgment, 9 of Wands reversed. We got to stop going against the grain. The divine is trying to lead you somewhere very, very specific, but we got to get still enough to listen and to hear so that we can be patient and take our time to create the plan and to see the vision. Because the divine wants us in this place of happiness. But something in you is like, you don't deserve that, or that's not going to last, or if you give over to them, they'll control you, or like what's going on with your, I feel like the divine is just like, yo, we've got to get like better understanding of our power. Because there's so much that you want to do and you don't know where to start, and the world is your fucking oyster. All you've got to do is start believing in your magic. In this Mercury retrograde in Capricorn, is going to show us exactly how to do that. I feel like we're getting new orders of operations. We're getting new targets to aim at. You are being sought after for something. And I feel like a lot of you, it's going to be your knowledge, your experience, your creativity, your skills that you bring to the table. And don't be afraid of going about it a different route. Don't be afraid that the divine is taking you through the back door. But you so mad you want everybody to see you come through the front door, that you're like, oh, backdoor access, when it's actually you getting a backstage pass. You know what I mean? And so I do feel like whatever is happening that is shaking you up or is unconventional or is not expected, I want us to tap into our faith of understanding that everything that happens is happening for us. The uncomfortability is happening for you. It's just another seasoning. You know how Hafiz says, let that loneliness cut you a little deeper. Let it season you a little bit longer. Let that frustration, don't fight it. So don't fight against being angry or mad or sad or, the plethora of emotions that could be coming in when you undergo change. It feels really important to, like for me, got back from Hawaii and now there's another buyer that's coming to look at my house today so that my landlord can move to fucking Hawaii. And now I want to move to Hawaii, but I just want to be in paradise. I don't want, it's not even about Hawaii specifically, though it is. But I have my whole life here in this house. I just got done investing in the basement, and when we're doing all this stuff to try to make classes happen and all this stuff. And it's like, when I got that call again that there was somebody coming to look, I was just like, my spirit didn't even budge. It's like, God, I trust you so implicitly. And I'm really, really fighting. It's a struggle too, because this is my comfort zone and I love being here. I love this house. But I love God so much, and I love this life and this path and this journey. And though it's uncomfortable and it's really scary to me, being stuck is scarier. Not operating in full capacity is scarier. Not taking advantage of the potential that's here is scarier to me than being uprooted from my comfort zone. Though everybody deserves to have a comfort zone. Y'all, I'm about to start my period. I don't know what's going on. I never cry. But something's changing. Something is shifting. And I feel like no matter how uncomfortable it is, we gotta be honest about what freedom is, because so many people don't have it. And we are so fucking lucky to operate with the luxuries that we have. Having fucking water running out of your fucking faucet is a luxury. Having electricity is a luxury. And they want you to think that that's just like, duh, we're American, this is what we have. It is a luxury to have so much faith that I refuse to be afraid. I refuse to be afraid. But I am probably going to be uncomfortable, but I'm not going to be afraid. I refuse to be afraid of what God has in store for me. At all. And I hope that you follow suit. And that you understand that whatever obstacles come your way are happening for your refinement and for your betterment. And because you can motherfucking handle it. And because you're that boss. Because you're that bitch. Because you're that dude. Because you're that person. You got this. It's time to really start articulating your feelings. 4:44 on the clock. A brand new foundation will be laid in your life when you start using your words and talking about your pain in transmuting your pain into prose, transmuting your pain into power. Becomes very, very easy when you start using your words, because words are spells and they will set you in motion. And I feel like you've been asking to be put on a specific course or to go to a specific place in life, and you are well on your way there. It's just uncomfortable because the wheel is changing. Welcome to Sagittarius season. I love you. You got this. I promise. You may not think you got it, but you got it, babe. I love you.